Good evening. Good evening. Try again. Welcome to EMTV Social. Myself, Dave Harley, should be joined by John McGilvery. We are trying out some new software tonight, and a couple of things just not quite perfect at the start there. Hopefully, we should get John back any second. To just jump off. Here it comes. Hi, John. You hear us now?
Yes, I can. I got kicked off there. I don't know what happened.
Just in perfect timing, just for the start of
It was all loading up and then it just all disappeared.
Oh, well, we'll see how we get on. So, as I say, we've got new software, but we're here. We're not really here to talk about software and our technical challenges. We're here to talk about the Stellar Monarchs big match on Friday night against the Poole Pirates. It doesn't come any more difficult than the team that's won the league title twice in the last 3 years, currently top of the league and probably heavy favourites for the title again. We'll also talk about the Monarchs Academy team. They travelled to Manchester on Friday night at the Belle Vue Colts, and their latest fixture. We'll talk about that in a bit as well. But as I said, John, after a huge disappointment last week, it's only half time, so we've still got time to recover for the Scunthorpe match. But hot on the heels of that is the Poole Pirates this Friday.
Yeah, it was massively disappointing on Friday. Such a great start as well in Heat 1. And you think, great, let's pile it on. Let's have a monster night here. We knew we needed a big lead. Scunthorpe are tremendous at their own track. So we knew what we had to do. And unfortunately, as the night wore on, a combination of, let's call it, a bit lacklustre riding, some very questionable refereeing decisions, shall we say, and and a bit of poor fortune put paid to that. To lose by 9, I think, was hugely disappointing. You know, Alex in the interview just before Heat 15 clearly gutted. I had tried to grab Josh because he was a monarch of the match, and you know, in true Josh fashion, he always delivers. He always makes sure he speaks to us and speaks to the fans, and he's brilliant like that. But you could tell he didn't want to. He was disappointed. He was gutted with what had happened and the result and things. But like I say, Josh being Josh, he still dug out and gave us an interview and things. He didn't hide. But no, it was hugely disappointing, and it's one of them. We're better than that.
Yeah, definitely. And then to make things even worse, to lose Seji on his third race with a really nasty crash, and obviously we've subsequently had the news that he will be out for the remainder of the season. So we wish Justin well. I think there is a GoFundMe page out there if anybody wants to give some support to Justin, and we wish him well, and hopefully we'll see him before the end of the season. And things to go there, and then even further after that, on Tuesday night in Sweden, Kai Thompson racing for Rosman Yara, he's crashed out as well, and his season's now finished. So that it'll be a different looking Monarchs team on a Friday night as we have to bring in two guests.
Yeah, that's never an easy job, as Alex and Scott Wilson and John Campbell will tell you. It's easier trying to get Oasis tickets, I think, than it is to get riders to come to Armadale on a Friday night. But they've done well. Drew Kemp at number 2. I think that's a good guest. You know, Kai, he's going to be a tough one to replace because he was going so well. He really found his groove at that number 2. Him and Josh were starting to get some 5-1s in Heat number 1. He was enjoying Heat number 8. I don't think he was enjoying finishing his night by Heat 10 right enough. He liked to be still in the thick of it as the meeting went on, but he was doing so well. So he's a bigger loss than many might think, because he was just really coming on and really getting in a groove. Bachelor, a good guest at number 5, but is he as dominant as what Justin has been? Justin has been one of the best gators in the league, and especially at Armadale, he's phenomenal. So it's a tough one, but Bachelor's got loads and loads of experience. So I think we've done well to get those two guests, and importantly, it's 7 riders, isn't it? We're not going to watch rider replacements and things in the team. So the management have done well to fill those berths.
Yeah, and it's so difficult, especially on the Friday night when there's three three championship matches on the go. Leaves very few teams left to pick from. I know there's maybe one or two also available from the Premiership, but it's, as you say, such a hard job. Drew Kemp's had a great season.
Yep.
But also, from my perspective, until recently, he's been flying pretty well this season. So got a chance there. But as we always say, it's up to our boys.
Yep.
Josh, Paco, Lassie, Max, and Connor are all more than capable of getting points. It's going to be tough if we look at the Poole team. There's great experience all the way down. All of them probably won the league title at least once, just about. Apart from the young, well, I'm going to say young guy at the bottom. Paul Stark comes in. Unfortunately, Vinnie Ford does. He's still injured. After losing Max Perry in the season, they lost to Vinnie Ford now. So it will be Paul Stark in at number 7 for them. But a team that's strong all the way through there. You just need to look at the averages there. Tobias Thompson at number 6 at 5.04. Yeah, that's he'd be in the main body of the team in almost every team in the league.
Yeah, that's quite a formidable 1-7 as well, isn't it? Richard Lawson at 9.21. He goes well around Armadale. The Cook brothers have come up and done a decent job. Tom Brennan, well, he was only riding in a Grand Prix a couple of weeks ago. That's the kind of calibre of rider. And by the way, he didn't do himself any injustice. He rode well. He was very unlucky not to win a race as well. And he rode well. And like you say, a combined 9.04 at reserve is scary. But listen, the guys know what they're up against. And on the night, who knows? But that is a formidable 1-7.
Yeah, and we're not even mentioning Richard Lawson, who's arguably the best rider in the league. He's up there. You like to think Josh is now in that bracket when he can perform at his best. But Richard is someone who's now done it for years. So we're going to have some fantastic tussles between Paco, Josh, and the boys, the Poole boys there, and they are determined to get their to finish top of the table and get that 1v4 in the playoffs, because only 4 teams go through. As we know, we're not going through. So, but we still have that bit of respectability again. We are currently sitting bottom of the table, couple of points behind Berwick. So we need to pick up at least 2 points from those last 2 fixtures. Home on Friday against Poole, and then Glasgow a week on Friday, also at home. That's as whilst we no one can claim we were unlucky to not make the playoffs this year. We certainly, in my opinion, are nowhere near the worst team in the league, and we hopefully will be able to prove that and get ourselves off that bottom of the table.
Yeah, well, we aren't the worst team in the league by any stretch of the imagination. Don't say you've been unlucky, but we've kept that 1-7 for most of the season as well. It's a tough season this season. We've maybe struggled a wee bit at reserve. Max was good at the start of the season. Connor struggled a bit. Connor's now found form. Max is struggling a wee bit. We've just never really been able to click. We did say in interviews during the season, if this team clicked, then someone was going to get a doing. Unfortunately, it's just never clicked all at the same time. So, but we're not by no means the worst team in the league, and I'm sure we'll pick up some points between the next 2 meetings to say that we don't get the wooden spoon this year.
Yeah, and just a reminder, you can still send in your comments for us. We've only had a couple so far. Kenny Crichton saying he's here, and Chris Ramsey has yo the boys. Not sure where Chris will be on Friday, whether he'll be up in Dale down at Manchester or in the pits at Armadale. We're not. We'll see,
he'll be somewhere. He'll be somewhere nipping tubes. Don't you worry about that, Dave.
So send your comments in, and we'll try and get them up on screen in our new look studio. Yes. So that's kind of Friday night at Armadale. It's a tough one for the boys, and it's not any easier for the academy team.
Yeah, wow. It doesn't get much harder than this, does it?
No, go down to National Speedway Stadium, which is be a fantastic experience for some. But then again, if you look at their team there, Connor will obviously be racing for the Monarchs at Armadale, so he'll be missing. And also, unfortunately, Kieran Lydon can't make it, so we have Luke Harrison at number 7. But which promotes Dalewood to captain of the academy team, so I'm sure that'll be something to look forward to. And again, they're sitting in the bottom league. I'm sure they're desperate to pull some points. They've still got 5 matches remaining, unbelievably considering Leicester were presented with the trophy the other week, and we've still got 5 matches remaining. But that's the way it goes. It's all about good experience, and what better experience than going to Belle Vue.
Yeah, it'll be an incredible experience for some of these guys. It's an unbelievable track. It's a great venue. And, I think I mentioned this a few weeks ago after speaking to Scott Wilson. He doesn't want to just turn up and give these guys experience. He wants to win. He was very clear about that. It's not just about turning up and getting an experience. So, obviously, riding the same night as the Monarchs has made it difficult. Connor Coles won't be there, which gives Scott a headache. He's obviously, I assume, he'll have been trying to get a number 1 to replace, and it's not been, so that'll be a headache for him. I don't know what's giving him more of a headache, those tight trousers that he wears every week, or whether it's the selection. Something will give him a headache, but he'll do his best down there, and Kieran Lydon missing as well. That's. I want to know what his excuse is.
Well, it's certainly be a lot quieter, that's for sure, on the pits at Belle Vue on Friday without young Kieran. Looking at the Belle Vue team, and they're also struggling to replace, Sam Hagan, who will be Armadale as well. He's the Belle Vue number 1, so that they currently don't have a guest confirmed, but I'm sure they'll have something there. They're missing Chad Virtsfield with an arm injury, and Luke Muff with a broken wrist, so a couple of guests there, and a rider replacement for Belle Vue. So there's maybe a chance there, they're kind of sitting mid-table. I wouldn't say mid-table mediocrity, because midway through the season they signed the young William Cairns, who's a fantastic prospect and has already put in some good scores from reserve. So any thoughts that they'll be weakened by the guests and rider replacement will probably be made up for by young William.
Yeah, he seems to be taking the continent by storm as well. He's definitely one for the watching, and definitely a future prospect. But yeah, that we don't know who number 1 will be. There's a guest at 2, the rider replacement at 3. It's maybe not the Belle Vue team that they thought they were facing. So who knows? They can go down there and maybe sneak a wee result.
But either way, a fantastic experience for the young lads, and hopefully they pick up some good points, good scores, and come up the road with a couple of points.
Yep.
Just a reminder as well, for the Monarchs match on Friday night, you get your tickets from edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/tickets. Remember, if you buy before midnight on Thursday, you'll get a discounted price, and if you're not able to make it, then Mike Hunter's back on the stream with I think it'll be Mike and Graham again this week.
Yep. Great to
but you
get
get a live stream from EMTV. Best service in Speedway as far as I'm concerned, and but nothing better than getting trackside. There's only going to be a few more left this season, so I encourage everybody come along and get the racing.
Going to put you on the spot a wee bit here, Dave. Obviously, with Justin's crash on Friday night, we were able to continue because of the second ambulance that's provided by the Monarchs Fans Trust. You've got the polo shirt on there. Monarchs Fans Trust, your team needs you. For those that maybe aren't aware of the Fans Trust and what they do, obviously providing the ambulance is one thing that they do, and it allows the meeting to go, because that was a horrible one for Justin, and it could have been a lengthy delay. No one wants to be standing around waiting for ambulances, things like that. So it's a great service they provide. They were mentioning a couple of weeks ago they were looking for members. What is it they do, Dave, and how can people get involved?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, we did have a bit of promotion at the pool match, not pool, sorry, it was the Workington match.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, it's pool this weekend, of course, where we've had a little push for extra members, and it's been really, really well received. We have had lots of people sign up. Some people give us one-off donations. The trust was set up nearly 10 years ago. It'd be
Mhm.
probably this time 10 years ago when we started our initial discussions about it, and it launched in 2015. Yeah, it's a group. There's currently over 100 of us signed up, and all we do is put in a small donation uh, every month that goes towards the fans trust, and it's used there for the future of the Speedway in East of Scotland, and effectively in Edinburgh Speedway, trying to make sure that the club's still going. As I say, we've got 100 members, which over 100 members, which allows us to generate reasonable numbers of cash,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're up now. That's us, and in those 9 years, we made donations of over £170,000
Wow.
to the Monarchs,
Wow.
and we hear it's not it's part of the furniture now, and it's part
Yeah.
of what's helping keep the Monarchs go. Again, when that campaign a couple of weeks ago, we talked about support numbers and the income we're getting through the door, which needs to be up a bit if we want to support a championship level speedway team. At the moment, the trust's able to bridge that gap, but we won't be able to do it forever. So yeah, if you're interested in knowing more about the Fans Trust, then Jim Smith or myself will be around on the Fourth Bend before the meeting on Friday, and or look at our website www.monarchsfanstrust.co.uk. I don't have a banner for that because you literally did just
I did put you on the spot,
throw me
when you were
throw me
wearing
that
that
one
polo
there.
shirt,
But
I felt it would be daft not to mention it, because they are. I mean, I've been there and I've watched his handover checks, and you see John and Alex, and they're always so delighted at and that amount that you've handed over there in what 9-10 years. It's scary to think where the club might be, or might might not be, dare I say, if we didn't have that from the Monarchs Fans Trust. So just when you're wearing that polo shirt, I felt it was good to mention them, because they're an incredible backer for the Monarchs, and they deserve all the praise that they can get.
yeah, and it is fantastic. I mean, as I say, I'm privileged to be on the committee, and really, I'm just representing our members, and I can only thank every one of our members who continue to support us. And as I say, there's lots of information about it. You can sign up or find out more if you come on there and talk about putting your wallet. Says Ryan Muir, claiming that Scott can't even fit his wallet in his trousers. Never mind, never mind getting them out to contribute to the fans trust.
More money than the Beatles, that boy, isn't he?
So yeah,
Saying
no.
that with those tight trousers, you couldn't put a cigarette paper in there. Never mind a wallet.
Well, that's as long as he's got his team tactics in there,
Well,
that's what it's all about,
hopefully
maybe.
they're all up there.
Yeah, exactly. Up there for me. So, yeah. So cover the comments there again. I think the only other thing we really wanted to touch on tonight was just another reminder about the Monarch of the Season award dinner, the New Look Awards, on Saturday, 26th of October at the Village Hotel in Edinburgh. Early bird prices available until the 16th of September, and there's a special hotel rate if you contact the hotel directly, but that's only available for 3 more days. So if you're going and want to stay at the hotel, get in contact with them. Full information is on the Monarchs website, and it should be a cracking night. I believe you're going to miss out, John, but
Yes,
I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it.
I know I've got Rory's stag do that weekend, so I'll probably be watching on Sunday morning. I'd been at that rather than spending the weekend with him and his crew. So but no, I'll miss it. Liam's going to be there doing the awards, so it's definitely in safe hands.
So yeah, I think that's probably is. And just a reminder, the main event for this week is the Edinburgh Stellar Monarchs against the Poole Pirates, Friday 30th August, 7:30. Tapes up. Be there. John will be there. I'll be there.
Yep.
Looking forward to a tremendous night of action. We did beat Poole earlier in the season. We didn't cover that earlier on. We talked about
we did
how
well
good they
against
are.
them down south as well earlier in the season. We ran them
Yeah,
close.
we've had some close battles. We're probably giving them their best meetings of the season before Oxford went there the other week. But I'm thoroughly rooting forward to it. So
It should be a
hopefully
good
see
meeting,
them.
and then I'd like to wish Justin and Kai speedy recoveries as well. We touched on their injuries, but I don't think we got the chance to say that we wish them a speedy recovery. It does look like the two of them are out for the season, sadly, but we do wish them a speedy recovery if they are watching. We'll I'll hopefully see them trackside. Justin was there the last time he was injured. Kai's usually kicking about. We'll get a chat with him in the tower with a bit of luck. But no, speedy recovery to the two of them.
Yeah, I can only double down on that again. So yeah, thanks, John. I think that's definitely us this time then.
Brilliant. Well,
We'll
I'll see you
see.
Friday night then.
Yeah, see you Friday night.
Brilliant.
Good night.
Cheers, Dave.